to the line with only 29 seconds. Absolutely, only 29 seconds left.
They get it into, and a foul called. They get it into Haynes.
But by the same token, that allows you the opportunity to try for a steal without being penalized by sending them to the line.
Boyd will make the toss. Inbounds they go, and should be a foul back there, and I don't know why they won't call it. Here's Fleming, and a foul out front by Cross. Well, they were all over Allen back there and didn't get a whistle. 60-59 with 22 seconds to go, and now the next foul will send Oakland to the free throw line. Boyd will make the toss. Payne coming back in. Hutto coming back in for the Blue Devils. Boyd will make the inbounds pass play. Boyd looks, kicks it out to Allen, and Allen going to be fouled in the backcourt by Freddie Hall, and I don't think that's the guy you want to go to the free throw line, but that's the guy they put up there.
Well, as long as they can keep no offensive rebounds, here comes the three-point shooters off the bench, and Todd Cross and John Presley. So the worst that'll come out of this, Lebanon will have the ball with 21.1 and a chance to tie it, even if he makes them both. So
it will take a three to tie it.
But it will be a one-possession game, and that's really about all you can hope for at this point.
Well, it is. At the free throw line, Jason Allen. He's hit some big shots in this ball game.
But this is one and one.
Looks it over, fires it up, and misses, and the rebound goes to the floor, and the Blue Devils tied up down there. Possession arrow belongs to Oakland.
Ouch. That one hurt. A lot of time ran off that clock during that scrum.
17.9 seconds, and Oakland will have it.
And I believe they need to get some major towel work down there. There we go. The officials actually had the towels out. A lot of bodies on the floor this late in the game. I'm sure there's a lot of perspiration on that floor.
Well, everybody going after it. Jesse Allen coming in on defense along with Britton Winfrey.
And that's your worst nightmare. Missed free throw and unable to rebound. That would have given Lebanon a possession with the chance to win with a two-pointer.
And now, with almost 18 seconds to go, we're going to have a timeout taken by Oakland, I think. 60-59, the Patriots lead with 17.9 remaining on the clock. We'll be back in 30.
They don't make them both. Even if they do, there's still a chance. It's a one-possession game, but boy, that really hurt on that missed free throw, Clyde.
Well, it really did. When they got that rebound, well, it was a tied up, but they had the possession error, so that gave them a rebound. Blue Devils now have got to foul somebody, and they've got to foul somebody in a hurry, and I'd prefer they didn't put Chase and Allen back at the free throw line.
Absolutely not. Should have been almost fouled.
They go to Boyd. Boyd flips it out of there to Dixon, and outside they get a foul, and it'll send Fleming, and that's the guy I'd want up there. It may be a bad choice, but that would have been my choice, so they will put him at the free throw line.
Well, he's been on that bench an awful long time tonight. Here comes the three-point squad again. Presley in, Cross
Lebanon's
in.
got plenty of time now. 12.3 seconds if they can get a miss here by Fleming and get the basketball.
Well, we're staring overtime dead in the face. Hopefully it won't go that far. I'd just like to see him win.
Fleming at the free throw line. Looks. Fleming fires, and it's in and out, and Donald's got the rebound for the Blue Devils. Kick it out. Now we can win it with a two. Hall, Presley, three ball, it's in out, and Britton Winfrey's foul.
Oh, my goodness, and that's a two-shot foul.
And Winfrey goes to the free throw line for two.
Absolutely, and a contrast in styles. The Lebanon crowd's going nuts, and Oakland fans are just absolutely stunned. What a turn of events.
Well, one will send it in overtime. Two by Britton Winfrey will win it. Unless they can keep Oakland from scoring if they come back down court. Winfrey, three ball, good. We're tied at 60.
What a game.
Out on the floor. The crowd is wild. Let's just keep it right here a moment. You don't get these kind of games very often.
Absolutely not, but I wouldn't expect anything less from an Oakland-Lebanon game. And I got to tell you, Clyde, if you've never been to see one of these things, you got to get out here and see it.
Well, there's a lot of people here to see it tonight.
Absolutely.
Wow, what a crowd.
What a finish. And, you know, a lot of people, I'm sure, gave Lebanon up for dead. They looked pretty lackadaisical in that first half, and you and I were talking about it. If they don't pick it up in the second half, it could get ugly. But, boy, did they ever pick it up.
Well, at halftime, the score was what?
34-26, down by 8. And And except for a miracle three-pointer there at the end of the third quarter, they would have fought all the way back to tie it, and they had trailed by as much as 12 there in that third quarter.
So what the ball clubs have done, they've reversed the first half score here in the second half.
Absolutely.
Oakland led at 34-26, and now Lebanon's outscored them 34-26 here in the second half, and we're knotted at 60. Britton Winfrey can break the tie, but there's 3.8 seconds left. And Marv, Oakland's got some long-range three-point shooters. Allen for one and Boyd for another. And joins, but I don't think he's in there right now. They put him back in. So they put in their three-point shooters in there. So Britton Winfrey at the free throw line can give Lebanon the lead with 3.8 seconds remaining in the ball game.
And hats off to John Presley, 7 big points here in this fourth quarter.
Winfrey at the free throw line fires, and it's way short. And somebody was in. He'll get another. A lane violation on Oakland, on Boyd. It was on Allen, chasing Allen. So Winfrey will have another opportunity. Winfrey fires, and it's in and out, no good. Rebound, jump ball. Lebanon will have possession.
And they need to put some time back on that clock.
1.1 second. 1.1 second. Lebanon will have the basketball. Presley will make the inbounds toss. Presley inside, Donald, jumper off, no good. And we got overtime. They were all over Donald's arm, but we didn't get the call. 60-60, and we got overtime. Blue Devils, the third overtime game of the year. We've lost the previous two, Marv. It's time we won one.
Boy, I'm glad we were able to come back and tie it up to take it into overtime, but Andrew Donald got seriously mugged on that last shot. No call, but whew, what a ball game.
60-60, and we've got 4 minutes of overtime left. Lebanon and Devon Boyd will jump it at midcourt. And we go into 4 minutes of overtime here at Lebanon High School. It's tapped. Donald with a tap. Cross for the basketball. Gets it to Presley to Hall. Lebanon with it. 3:55. Hall outside working against Allen. They go to cross to Presley to Hutto on the near corner. Hutto looks for somebody, and a blocking foul going to be called on Presley. Will turn it over and give it to Oakland in the backcourt. Illegal pick.
1-1 for Oakland.
It is 1-1. And it'll put Haynes at the free throw line for the 1-1 for Oakland.
Any team on either foul from this point forward will be 2 shots.
Well, it will. You're right there. Haynes at the free throw line. Fires. It's in and out. No good. Donald's got the rebound for the Blue Devils. Kicks it outside to Freddie Hall. Hall bringing it down court in a hurry. Goes Presley over on the left wing. Presley bringing it outside. Gets it back into the hands of Hall. Working against Allen. Hall down the lane. Outside. Cross. 3-ball. Cross. Won't go. Rebound. Picked up in the backcourt by Allen. Allen brings it down with 3:22. Allen rolling in the middle. Kicks it out in the corner. Haynes with it. Brings it outside to Boyd. Boyd around the top of the key. Kicks it back outside to Allen. They're taking plenty of time. 60-60 your score. Here's Allen down the lane. Kicks it in the corner to Haynes. Haynes in the middle. They throw it away, and it's right through the hands of Joins. And it'll belong to Lebanon in the backcourt. Blue Devils, this will be their third chance here in the overtime to take the lead. They've blown the first two. Here comes Hall down court for the Blue Devils. Moving it over the timeline. Lebanon working behind the screen. Can't get the shot away. Hall, Presley, fake the three, goes at the free throw line, kicks it back outside to Cross. Cross to Presley. Presley on the right side to Hall. Hall driving in the middle. Bounce pass to Hutto. Outside Presley. 3-ball. Presley is short. No good. Rebound. picked up underneath by Martin. And he gets it into the hands of Boyd, and Boyd will bring it down and get it to Allen over on the left side. Blue Devils had 3 chances to go in the front and couldn't do it. Round side is Haynes. Haynes in the corner to Allen. Allen back out front to Haynes. Left side to Boyd. Boyd looks for somebody, drives in the lane. Boyd's jumper is off. No good. Rebound fought far off. Oakland out of bounds. It'll belong to Lebanon. Blue Devils again down with 4 chances to go in front. We've played near to 2 minutes of the overtime, and nobody has scored, Marv.
This is so intense, but I don't know.
It is. You can cut it with a knife here at the high school.
Absolutely.
Blue Devils bringing it down court. Freddie Hall over the timeline, working with the basketball. Hall outside, works the cross over on the left wing. Cross in the middle to Donald. Donald's 15-footer's good. Donald with a jumper from behind the free throw line, knocks it down, and the Blue Devils take the lead 62-60 with 1:44. Oakland coming down. Outside is Haynes. Haynes trying to go all the way in. Blocked by Winfrey, but they'll call a foul and put him at the free throw line. I don't know who they're going to call that on, but Winfrey didn't hit him. I think maybe Presley did. 2-1. It was Presley got him. I thought that should have been a clean block by Winfrey, and it was.
And Andrew Donald had him set up for the charge as well.
Haynes at the free throw line will shoot 2. Number 1 is good. And it's a 62-61 ball game. Haynes at the line. Looking it over. Firing it up and hitting it, and we're knotted at 62 all. With 1:35. Blue Devils bringing it over the timeline. Hall working outside, goes to Presley in the corner on the far side. Presley outside to Winfrey. Winfrey looks, gets it to Presley. Presley thought about that 3, threw it off Oakland. No, threw it out of bounds. Trying to go down there for Donald, and Lebanon throws it away again. And Oakland will have it in the back court, and you don't want to get behind this bunch in overtime because brother there will sit on it. And they have the athletes to do it.
And they might hold it for the last shot.
They may hold
here.
it for the last shot with 1:10 to play. They bring it outside to Haynes. Haynes working to the left side to Boyd. Boyd to Allen. Allen looks for somebody, tries to go back door to Jones, can't do it. They get it into the hands of Boyd. Out front to Haynes, to Boyd on the near corner. Cross tried to tap it free, can't do it. They go in the corner to Haynes. Haynes driving along the baseline, spins in the middle, kicks it outside, and they bring it back outside to Boyd. 42 seconds remaining. To Haynes. Haynes working against, almost knocked free. They bring it outside to Boyd. Jones was wide open under the basket, and nobody saw him. Outside to Boyd. 27 seconds, 28. And it goes down to 24. Boyd working in front. Boyd, they're going to play for 1. 19, 18, 17, 16. Boyd out front, and now here he goes. Boyd out front, driving at the free throw line. His jumper is good. 8 seconds, no timeout. Blue Devils now will call a time with 6.8 seconds. 64-62 as Boyd works it in the lane and hits the jumper. Nice shot by Boyd. But Lebanon will have the last chance here. A shot for a 3 to win it. A 2 will tie it. 6.8 seconds remaining in the overtime period. We'll pause for 30 and then be right back.
To be the guy who had the ball in his hands there at the end, because he has been the go-to guy for the entire game. The only score they have in double figures.
Well, Hutto will make the inbounds toss. Hutto looks for somebody, and we got a whistle. And now what?
Well, it should be inbounded on the inline.
So Lebanon going to have to take it in.
Which is a much easier pass from there than it is from side court.
Oh, you're right. Hutto will make the inbounds throw for the Blue Devils. And what Lebanon doesn't need here is a turnover.
Sure don't.
They get it to Hall. And Hall finally saves it in the corner to Presley. Presley down court.